Hey y'all, welcome to Camirra's Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make an easy, cheesy, and delicious meat-filled lasagna. You guys are really going to love the special ingredients I put in here that is going to take the flavor over the top. Check out my ebook in the description box and we are going to get started. Now I am using a mixture of Parmesan cheese and Italian cheese. I have some borsin and some cottage cheese. Now, don't you love when you find that ground beef on sale? Honey, I have that and some chicken Italian sausage. Lots of herbs, a little wine, spices, and the oven-ready lasagna noodles. I'm going to start off by cooking my meat. So I'm going in with some lean ground beef. Then I am going to take the Italian chicken sausage out of the casing and add that in as well. Now, one thing I really loved about this chicken sausage was that it actually had fresh basil in it. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And I basically cooked this until it was about 3/4 of the way done. Because there's not a lot of extra fat in this pan, I am not going to drain my meat. But if you're using that, 73% beef, you definitely need to drain it. I am going to go in with my onions and my peppers. But y'all, what member of the Trinity am I missing today? Okay. And I am going to saute this for about 2 or 3 minutes. For my spices, they're actually really simple. It's some beef bouillon, some crushed red pepper, some Italian seasoning, and that's pretty much it. You can mix that in, and we're going to start to draw the moisture out of these onions and peppers. And to help do that, I'm actually just going to cover this dish for about 3 minutes, and then you're going to see that everything is going to wilt down very nicely. I'm going to put in a little bit of salt just to my taste, and then I'm adding way too much garlic. Honey, I am a garlic lover, okay? So I'm putting in like 5 or 6 cloves. Okay, let me know, are you a garlic lover in the comments? Because I just go crazy with it, okay? I really like adding some dry red wine to my red sauces because it gives it a nice depth of flavor. But if you don't do alcohol, you definitely can leave that out. While I would typically add sugar to spaghetti in a minute, honey, I am not going to do that with this one because this particular one is nice and well balanced. So I felt like I really did not need it. I'm going to put in my oregano and my rosemary, and I'm going to cover this until it comes to a simmer. Then I am going to let this cook uncovered for about 30 to 40 minutes. I want the sauce to thicken up for my lasagna, and I also want the flavors to really develop. In order to make my ricotta, but not ricotta mixture, okay, I am going to go in with some cottage cheese. Now, and I only feel like cottage cheese tastes a little better, but I also got it on sale. So, honey, I was definitely going with the cottage cheese today. Now, do not go with no low-fat cottage cheese. It's going to be watery and just messed up. Full fat only, all right? I'm also going to put in one of these borsin cheeses. Oh my goodness, this adds a garlicky, herby, little bit of a saltiness to it that is so good. I added some spices and some Parmesan cheese as well as that egg, and I mixed this up really well. And this is some of the best white creamy mixture that I've ever put into lasagna. I know when you guys try this, you are going to love it. Let me know in the comments if you do, because honey, that borsin is so good. Now, at this point, my sauce is ready. I know you guys see that oil on top. That is actually the olive oil that was from my pasta sauce. It had a good amount of that in there. And I actually like to see that rise to the top. That way you know your sauce is good and cooked. I'm going to pick out those herbs, and we are going to start assembling this beautiful lasagna. I have a 9x13 baking dish. Baby, this for a family today. And I am going to just put down my first layer of sauce. And I'm going to spread this out, especially when you're using those, oven ready lasagna noodles. You definitely want to make sure there is enough sauce in your dish, or else your lasagna going to be dry. Baby, don't want no dry lasagna. I am then going to put down 3 of these oven ready noodles, and I'm going to add more sauce on top. Now, are y'all fans of the oven ready noodles? I feel like most of the time when I cook lasagna, honey, I cannot be bothered to be boiling no noodles on top of making a creamy mixture and a sauce. It's just like too much going on, okay? So I really love to use the oven ready. Do you guys like to use it as much as I do? Because, baby, I like to save time. I put on about half of the cottage cheese mixture, and then I topped it with some mozzarella cheese and some of the Italian blend cheese. Now, really, you could just put all of the white mixture in one big fat layer, which would look lovely. Okay, I just ended up spreading it across 2 layers today. I decided to break up one of the noodles as I got higher just to fill in the gaps. Now, they do say that the noodles are going to expand to cover the rest of the dish, but I don't trust it. Okay, I need to make sure I got all the noodle in mine. All right. I'm going to add more of the sauce, and then I'm going to go in with a little more of the Italian cheese. If you are watching this and you are thinking, this is not how the Italians do it, this is not authentic, honey, I am a black Southern woman, okay? I'm just showing you how I make my lasagna, okay? Black people down south lasagna. You get what I'm trying to say? That authentic stuff, I don't know about it, okay? This ain't the channel for that, all right? So if you want to make it my way, and you want it to be real good, then you can make this, okay? So now I am putting on the rest of that ricotta, and I'm putting on the rest of the mozzarella cheese. Now there is tons of cheese up in this, okay? So you can just adjust the amount of cheese preference, you know, to your taste. Now this is going to be the last layer. I like to have the last layer to be like a white layer because I want that nice cheesy top. Now this is a trick my mama taught me. She told me I should put toothpicks all around the lasagna so that when you put the foil on, it will not stick. This is basically going to tint the foil all over the dish, so I am not going to lose any cheese, okay, while I am baking this. I am going to put this in the oven at 375 covered for about 25 minutes. Then I am going to go in there and I am going to uncover it, okay, because you need the cheese to brown. And I'm going to uncover this for about 25 minutes. You do 25 to 30 minutes until it is the brownness that you like. But it is very important that you do cover it for a while because you want those oven ready noodles to cook. And of course, take out those toothpicks because you don't want them to burn. Let this sit for about 10 minutes before cutting into it, and you have some of the best lasagna you have ever tried. Everyone, I love you and Jesus loves you. God bless you for supporting this channel, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.